Hello, girls. So this is Papa, and just wanted to leave you today's message is life is an olive press. Like we talked about the wolves, right? And you're deciding which wolf am I going to feed, the good wolf or the bad wolf. And the one that you feed the most is the one that's going to grow the strongest and that's going to win. That influences your character. It influences your perspective and who you will become. So in the process of deciding, you feel like you're in a pressure cooker, and we're going to call that the olive press. So what is an olive press? Well, back in the day, there was this guy, and his name was St. Augustine. And he was a saint, a Christian saint, and he came up with this thought to describe what it is, this process, this struggle that we go through. And then we go through it every day. We go through it, probably olive press experiences multiple times a day, if not like multiple times an hour, just depending on what we're going through. But let's just take that we've got these two rocks, and they're going to represent our olive press. Now, really an olive press is like a giant, massive stone that's, could be half a meter or like 1.5 feet thick. And that's like the diameter. Okay, so we got some plants going on. The diameter of this little space here that I'm in, right? And it's just this massive stone. And so you have this. I'm just going to bring my phone down here for you to demonstrate. So you have one stone on top of another. And in between, you have all the olives. So where you see what's going to be our olive. This little white piece thing is going to be our olive because it's going to show up well. So on that stone. So there's our olives. And you lower this top stone onto the bottom stone. And the weight of the stones crush the olives. So the olive press. Well, when you crush the olive, right, and you squish it, what happens? Well, two things happen. One, all of the olive oil comes out of that olive, right? So I'm going to get oil. That's definitely one of the byproducts of that. And we see olive oil. Well, here's some nice olive oil right here that I bought in the store. And that's available. And they drain this stuff off and they sell it, just like you have here. And they sell it in the store. And now there's different variations on that olive oil. Some of it's really expensive, and it's the creme of the creme. But that you drain off and you sell your olive oil. The other thing that happens is it's the olive bits and pieces that are left over. So you get the olive oil, which I just showed you, and then you have the bits and pieces that are left over. Well, the bits and pieces, they just toss, right? It's garbage. They throw that stuff out, and you keep the olive oil and you sell it at great price. Now, especially back in the day when St. Augustine was around, when Jesus was around, walking the face of planet Earth, and then before that, olive oil was great value, like salt. And so to be able to drain that off and sell it at great price. So here's the $1 million translation to the wolves and the decisions that we make every day. The decision that we make when we're struggling within ourselves. What decision do I make? Do I feed the good wolf or the bad wolf? That is like a press, an olive press. And we're the olives. That decision is squeezing us. And then we decide which way we're going to go. Are we going to become the olive oil, which is drained off and sold for a high price? Or do we become the dregs, the bits and pieces that are just tossed out? And that's the decision that we make in small ways and big ways every day. And all of these decisions add up and make us who we are. So the next thing that I'm going to lead you with in the next video is what helps to influence us in making the right decision for the olive oil. The right decision to feed the good wolf, right? So how is influence when we're being squeezed and we have to decide Do I make good or bad decision? Which wolf am I feeding? What influences me in that decision-making process as I'm being squeezed? And that's the next piece that I'll share with you on the next video. So, St. Augustine's olive press video, we just had a quick little example here with our 2 rocks. And I'm excited to give you the next one tomorrow. So, here's to you guys. I love you, and we'll talk soon.